Hi, it's David here with Futures Trading. I was unable to catch that 9:30. I had prior obligations clearly, but I want to welcome you to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I got a dual purpose here. I want to give you guys some information, and I want to guide you, of course, to what's important on the channel. So welcome if this is your first time of being here, but for those that were looking for that 9:30, I was unable to catch it, but we're going to take a look at the charts anyway. All right, I want to make sure that I do that for you. If you're new to the channel, there's a lot of information here for you. I promise you it is. There's the must watch list. So you can go and watch all of this information that you would like. I tried to put as much as I could in there. And this timeless content, I want to tell you that if you're new to trading and you never traded before in your life, I'm going to show you how to take one chart and use a real identification process of how to look at one bar while it's moving. So to get you an idea of how far it can go. I recently came back because I did leave. My departure was for a few months, a couple months there, and now I'm back. All right. So the universal threshold is going to tell you how far price needs to retrace into that bar and then resume. Okay, so I'm trying to give you some information here that will really help you from the start until the end. Now, the universal trend that's on the chart as well. It's going to show up every day, and sometimes they offer you different trends. Several. All right, and I want to make sure that you can see how that works. The universal price action method. This is important. There's two bars. Again, it deals with that retrace. So I'm trying to get you a little bit closer this trip around. And then, of course, the universal price action chart scale. So the universal chart scale, you don't have to look left in order to know where the market is going to turn at. Right within the frame that you're looking at, right inside that bezel, you will see the market turn. And I want to make you aware of how that works. Now, there's two other dynamics to market turns, and there's a price one and a time one, and I even introduced that on the channel as well, and you can familiarize yourself with that content. I do offer my indicators. I decided to release them to this community just a few months ago for $100. Unfortunately, the sale had ran out on May 1st, so now they're only $200. If you're still interested, you're more than welcome to it, but you don't have to have it again because all the content here is for anybody, no matter what platform you're trading on. You don't have to have the indicators. I'm trying to teach you how to read the market without them. But they're available should you want them for NinjaTrader 8. You can have them if you want to have something extra, okay? Just for a little bit of timing, maybe, a little confirmation of what's happening. It's okay to use them. It's okay to use them, and you can use whatever indicators you want, but I do have them available, all right? So if you're here for the first time and you like the information that I'm disclosing here, I code based on what I know. And so if you think what I'm telling you is important, clearly the indicators will do just fine as well on your chart. Now, I left I just been back here for 9 days. And since being here, there's over 60 people that have joined the channel, almost 70. But I left, there was about 50 people right after I left that had came on board. All right, so the information is here, okay, and it's growing. Unfortunately, I will no longer be delivering content on this channel. I have a community I would probably start, I would say, but I do have another channel that I'm going to be, of course, bringing along the people that actually supported me here. And so if you purchase the indicator, I have your email information. And so when I decide to release any kind of information, I will make sure that you get that private link. I told you guys that April was going to be a down month. And it was a bearish month. Well, I sent the email out because I wasn't on YouTube. I sent the email out to those, of course, that I interact with, and told everyone that the April was going to be a down month. I did tell you guys here on the channel back in August that they were going up to the 18.5 after declining into that 14.5, and they did just that. And I said 18.5, 19.5, so they may be on their way back up. We've been going over that for the last 9 days, looking at the daily and the hourly. We've been doing both as well as that 1 minute. So I'm not going to be here any longer. All right. So I'm not coming back. I just wanted to give it one more shot. Kind of was, again, just trying to see if the community could actually support the content. There are surges here and there of 20, 30 likes, but then it goes right back to, something a lot less. We want to get other people help, not just help ourselves to the information, but definitely want to have someone else be able to benefit. That's the whole purpose of creating the channel. I'm not here to sell you indicators or anything for that matter. Again, if you're interested in that kind of information, it's available, but you don't need it. Everything that I'm teaching here, you could trade without anything on the chart. Absolutely nothing but the candlesticks and the candlesticks alone. I want to make sure that I say that to you. But the support is not here, just subscribers. I'm not, of course, interested in that. I'm not a YouTube personality. I'm a professional trader. I've been doing it for many, many years. And so I want to give you guys a chance to, of course, still look at the content. I don't want to remove the community that's already here, those that supported me. I will say that. I don't want to remove you guys from this community because, again, there's a lot of information here. But when there's things that I would like to share with you, be on the lookout because I have your email information and I will be emailing you those that purchase the indicator suite. Okay, I want to make sure I say that because I have your contact information. I would definitely send you over the email. I know quite a few of you already have let me know. Yes, please let me know. So I will be giving you links to the other channel because I already have it up. All right, so let's get into the charts. I'm going to show you a few things before we do. The popular terminology known as the fair value gap is all over the line, okay? And everybody's wanting to chase this information, but it's late. In my opinion, it's just late. It's 3 bars. You don't need to up your risk. You need to reduce it. That's what professionals do, and I'm trying to help you do just that. The universal price action method will show up before that gap. It will. You can see everywhere on this chart. I'm going to show you just really quickly here. Sometimes there's green bars or red bars where there's no gap. Sometimes that bar absolutely will be there and there's no gap. All right, so I want to tell you that they're going to come in. The red bar is going to show up in the level. It's going to show up before the gap. And so you can actually be in the trade with just only a bar and a half, possibly. Even depends on how you take in the information on the channel. You can get in a lot sooner than that. You don't have to risk 3 bars. Wait for the market to come back and test some zone. That's not it. Okay, I don't want you to get ran over by the market. But as I scroll through the chart, you can see everywhere where there's some box, if you will, around the candles. Oftentimes there was a red bar or green bar before that box, and that means that pattern happened within 2 bars. 2 bars, and again, I'm going to show you how to read it before the second bar even finished. That's really important because professionals don't risk a lot of money. All right, I want to tell you that. That's not how professional trading actually works. And so you can, again, use that information. And yes, it can yield you some results. It should. I mean, I'm showing you what happens before it shows up. So yes, it will allow you to win an occasional trade or two. All right, so I want to make sure I show you that. Now, for those that are interested in my indicator suite and those that have bought them, you already know what's on the chart because you got the suite. But there's some information here. I got some volume up here for the no touch. So that no touch scenario, here's the volume text for you. Kind of see it in the header on the channel. But there's some, of course, some colored bars. Colored bars are absolutely important. They're stop placements in itself. So every bar that's colored here is a stop placement by itself. That's without the text. So I got a little bit of text up here, just a little bit, not too much. Just a couple text up here on this chart. All right. So you see the IN up here. You see an IN up here. You got a couple of them coming in right there. Let's see if we had anything near 930. Yeah, you had an IN up here that came in and they declined. You have one coming in now. I don't know what they'll do with that, but again, that's that chart. Just a couple of indicators in that indicator list. Here's one that has actually several indicators on it. I try to give you some templates just to look at. Again, the bar stops. The stop is behind the bar. The bar that colors, there's your stop. It's just that simple. Something a little more smoothed out. I gave you something here. And you get your transitional points here where the market will turn. But this is something just a little bit smoothed out if you're looking for that type of information. But here's the, of course, the text. There's at least 4 different indicators in this one. I know I just threw it in there. And then, of course, here you got the same thing. The bigger text is more cyclical for framing out the information. They're not falling in the same place. So I have that you can see here you got, and I tried to teach you guys this one. Absolutely. And even this one, I tried to teach you this one too. But they're not falling in the same place. They're looking for something completely different, but yet it can happen in the same place. I have that. So you're getting that HL right in this area. You won't get that C here. And so, again, you can just take that information in. Really simple stuff. Again, the indicator suite. I want to say this indicator suite is no more than $200. Everything that's on the channel, and of course you get all of this stuff here too. So all the pressures, the arrows beside the bar, the volume that's happening right here on this 1 second chart, you get all of this stuff. Okay, the 1 second chart in its own right has its own indicators in it, and no, it's not the color that you were seeing on those charts. It's not. It's its own color. All right, its own levels. And so it's important. It's important that you understand what I'm offering you for $200 for indicators. You don't have to go and spend $350 for one. I want to give you a whole host of them. There's at least 20 indicators in the indicator list, and you can take full advantage of all of that information for $200. I had it on sale for $100, but the sale ended May 1st. All right, so the highest I'm willing to take the price is $350. I will say that I'm gonna match everybody out there that's offering you one indicator for $350. I'm gonna give you 20 of them, and you can absolutely have every last one of them for $200 now, but $350 at the max. All right, and that sale I think I'm gonna end it this month. So I just want to go ahead and get moving. All right, just kind of get out of there, because I'm not here to sell you anything. I kind of introduced the indicators probably about 5 months after being on the channel. And so, I figured if you like the information, you may want to use some of my tools. And so I just availed it to the public, but you don't have to buy them. Everything on the channel is to keep you from buying them. Okay, I want to make sure that you know that. Now, this diagram over here, I'll just draw it for you again. On the channel, I gave you the universal chart scale. Okay, I gave you the universal chart scale. I gave you the trend. All right, so this is the trend. All right. Then I came back and I gave you the universal price action method. All right. And now I came back in the last 9 days, and again, over 100 people have joined me since I left, and that was just a couple months ago. And 60 of you came since I've been up here in 9 days. Now I'm giving you the universal threshold. So I'm layering in context, if you will. And of course, there actually is another piece to all of this. Actually, a couple more, but there's another piece to it, and I won't release that, but in personal training. Very important when it comes to framing out activity. Really important. Been training professionally for a very long time. And again, this is information that can get you right where you want to go, and it's simple. So 1, 2, 3, and that's 4 because it closed higher. 5, 6, and there's your seventh bar. So we're just looking for 7 bars. Notice I'm not looking left for pivots. I don't care what they did over there. That's not relative to me at the moment. All I care about is where they can potentially go. Let me make sure I color this. All I care about is where they can potentially go right now. That's the most important part of it all. And welcome again. I have to say that this is a conjunction of information. I'm not just reading this real time for you. I want to welcome you guys that's coming on, that's new. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Again, I'm looking for those that are willing to help others, not just themselves. It's really important that you do that, because just like you may have needed some information, there's somebody else that needed it as well. And so let's not be unethical or unprofessional about what it is that's needing to happen. Got a lot of that in the community, but I would like to see just a few of you care about somebody else. That would be nice. All right, so here we go. You can see them up here to what, 72. Should they want to make it? We got to see if they want to make it. We had a downtrend. I didn't draw it all the way out. Again, I had some training, then I had some other stuff I had to do in between there. And of course, I'm here with you guys right now. If they want to go back down, let's see if they can get back past here. Let's just see. All right, now I'll show you the daily and the hourly real quickly while we're discussing that, because we've been looking at this for the past 3 days. There's only one rule. Let me say this before we get going. There's only one rule I want you guys to pay attention to. I kind of got that in the way, but we need the 50% of the current bar, which is that blue line, this blue thick line, to be above the bar's high, but that's not happening. So we got to go with this rule right here. 50% of the mid of the current bar in transition falls below the prior bar's low. That's happening to the downside. There's a level that's going to pop up here. Let's see how far. There we go. There's that level, usually as an NC. I showed you that on the other chart, but there's the level. Let's see if they can keep going back up. Let's just see. I know they're running into this information over here. We'll see. Now, if that's not happening, if this one rule isn't happening, I only have one more thing I need you to do. I need you to do this if that's not happening. This live candle that's moving needs to fall below the close of the prior, okay, to go down. Now, that's not happening. That means the momentum is not on your side, and they're doing this. The live candle is above the close of the prior bar. It can go up. So there we go. Now we're coming back with that information there, and so it can push down some more. Now, do it have to go down? No, it's in an uptrend, so hopefully it'll just turn back around. We got a lot of buyers back here on this side of the market. If they're going to fall down, I suspect. Now, I hope they don't want to get this far. So hopefully they'll just go ahead and turn from where they're at and just go right back up. We got just a couple areas here. They already hit this, but we'll go with it. They already hit this. We'll go with it though. All right, so let's see. Let me just go right here real quick and just look. They shouldn't do that. That's not going to be fun. Can they do it? Let's see. Okay, if let's just say if they wanted to do it, I'll just put this here. It's all about mitigating risk with this 1 second chart. Again, I got volume in here, volume text right here. You have that as well with the indicator suite. You can have that too. I'll give you a whole bunch of indicators because indicators that's not it. You got to know how to trade, and that's the whole purpose of the channel is to teach you how to trade. You got to know how to do it. And again, I've been doing it professionally for some years, so I'll be able to show you if you have the patience enough to sit on the channel and just view the content. If you just view the content, yeah, they pull right into this again, right into this information right here. And here they come. They're coming back really aggressive. All right, so let's see, can they get the trend distance this time? Let's see, can they get it this time? Let's see, can they get back up there? Now the threshold, let me open this up just a bit and read this to you as well. Here's the threshold. This is where the bar can fall back into and go up should it want to hold this bar. This the wick zone, the wick zone. We want to see if the wick zone can hold. I know they're pulling into this one right here. They had already tested it. Let's see what price does. Let's just see what it does. I know they hit this little red bar up here, and now they're trying to turn around. My tools is meant to help you get as close as possible. Again, professionals don't have to throw a lot of money at the market in order to get close to the market to catch a bar. If you're just interested in getting $99.21 a day, that's $25,000 a year. I have you know that. So you have nothing to prove to anyone. Okay, don't let no one try to talk you into prove me how much money you got and all. That's unprofessional. That's unprofessional. Your finances are personal, as so is mine. I've done quite a few trades online here. I have, but not a lot. Okay, because my finances are personal. Professionals don't have to prove themselves in that capacity. Clearly, I can exploit anything that I'm telling you. That's the whole purpose of me showing it to you in real time. Hindsight will never stop us out. Only real time. Only real time will stop us out. And so if you can't read real time, you are not a profitable trader. And that's as simple as I can put it. Really, really important that you don't have to prove anything to anyone. I want to tell you that. So $99.21 is important. I'm not here to sensationalize trade. I want to have you know you'll lose everything you got to the market if you don't understand what you're looking at in that moment. Okay, so it's just that simple. In that moment, if you do not know what you're looking at, I can assure you, you can lose your whole account over and over and over and over again. I want to tell you just that. All right, so hopefully the information on the channel, you'll find it very useful. So that way, yeah, they just dove into all of that aggressive buying, the wick zone. I code my indicators based on what's significant in the market. What's significant? So there's no oscillator I'm coding it based on. There's no support and resistance tool I'm basing this information off of. It's really just that simple. And again, the threshold on the bars is not Fibonacci. I don't do that. It's math. It's just that simple. I have you know that. Really, really simple stuff. I'm a trader and been doing, and an educator professionally, been doing this for a long time. So please, please know that I'm not here to plaster my face all over videos. I don't do that. I won't sensationalize trading. Not doing that either. I'm not trying to entice you to be a trader. I can assure you, I'm trying to point you in the opposite direction or point you in the right direction if you want to take this on as an endeavor. Really want you to understand that. And most of the videos here on the channel are done in real time. In real time. Okay. So this is the only place I know online that actually does that kind of interaction and give you complete context. And that's the wick zone here. Let's see, can they keep going? This is no longer relative. Let me take this off. They got to get out of it first. All right, there you go. Let me take this off. Let me show you that daily while they're doing this. All right, so this is that daily. All right, same kind of activity. They had the blue bars. I've been telling you guys about the blue bars. They had the blue bars. They moved up. They moved up. Came in kind of late here, and then they turned around. Here come the blue bar coming back. And again, I told you guys back in August they can get up to 18.5, 19.5, and they made it to the 18.5. They kind of leaned back here. And of course, they're headed here. All right, so they're headed here. All right, and I told you guys they were headed there. I told you they were headed there. If they didn't want to go ahead and break the shoulder and break down, they'll turn back around and just make a trend and go up. So that's that hourly. All right, and we drew this zone here on this bar. So they dove into that zone there. I gave those levels. You can watch the last 4 videos I know. And they honored that zone. That's that threshold that I've released here. It's really simple. All right. Now here's that hourly. We covered this as well. There's that blue bar. The blue bar gets it started. All a part of the actual suite here. And there's the move to the upside. You got a problem coming in here because you got your blue bar coming in. It's coming in late. And so they, of course, leaned down, gave you one more push, but then they came back under it. This is no longer relative. All right, so this is no longer relative. Let's get that out of there. All right, so that's what you have with the multi-time frames. Just wanted to put that in front of you so you'll know. Sorry again that I didn't make that 9:30 commitment for you guys, But I want to give you some information because, again, I will no longer be on this channel. I won't. I will be on a different channel. I already got it up. And so for those that had purchased the suite, I want to say it again. If you purchase the indicator suite and I release more content, I'm going to be certain. I know a lot of you have already let me know. I'm going to be certain to give you that private link so you can come and view what it is that I'll be sharing moving forward. I want to kind of get away from this community. I don't like what's here at all. It's not reflective of the kind of trader that I am. All right, so I want to make sure that I state that you got a lot of traders, but all of them aren't professionals. All right, a lot of unethical traders. I'm not that guy. Okay, the way I teach content, the information, if you apply it, you'll see. I'm not the other traders. I'm not them. I don't have no links below my video for you to go join some prop firm and go right into the mouth of the lion. I don't do that. I'm trying to actually help you become independent. That's why I don't have subscriptions. I'm trying to offer you just some tools. Here you go, one set price. You don't have to pay a whole lot of money to get this done. I'm trying to make sure that the space itself, the trading space, actually has what's logical in it. You got a lot of irrational people trading, irrational, offering free content. I'm offering free content that's of significant value, and you don't have enough rational people to support the information. So the trading space, if you want the truth, new trader, be careful. Please be careful. You got a lot of irrational people trading, unethical people trading. Stay away from people who can't read real time, who's teaching you regurgitated information, copying somebody else trades and telling you, how to trade it. I don't have a simplified version of somebody else's stuff. I only got my understanding. All right. So I want to make sure that I say that to you. There's no regurgitated content here on this channel, none whatsoever. I don't know of any other way to go about explaining the markets to you, but from the logical perspective. All right. So they're always telling you where they're willing to go. They're always telling you that. All right. It's just like the mind. I have the diagram up here for you. This is us. We have thoughts. We take an action. We do it again, and now we know, and others know who we are, okay? Just like I've come to know you guys, all right? So destiny is where we're going to be, but that's in your mind with no time. It's there with you, all right? It's right there with you. We choose outcome, but we can't control it. We trust in the function of it. The market is a sophisticated model of who we are. The participants, they create the outcome, all right? We choose because we have it in mind, but they can create. So every price level, they can create what they want. And then they have absolutely designed the function to ensure that that outcome will happen. And I'm trying to teach you how to attach yourself to those that can create the outcome and absolutely controls the function of it and will ensure that their outcome will happen. I'm trying to teach you how to spot that in the chart for absolutely free. Absolutely free, and it's worth more than $200. Just what I'm teaching you on the channel. All right, I want to make sure I say that to you. So I'm not here to take anything from you. Again, I was teaching this content long before I introduced indicators on the channel. All right, and I'm telling you outright, you don't need them, and I'm trying to prove it with what's free. All right, I'm trying to prove it with what's free. You don't need my indicators. You don't need nobody's indicators for that matter. No book map, no nothing. I have nothing against book map, MZ pack, anybody. I think you guys have some wonderful stuff. I want to say that right now. I cannot read that stuff. I just can't. It's too much information for me. I'm trying to give you guys something simple. All right, I'm a simple guy, so I want to give away simple stuff. That's all. Some simple information, wonderful stuff everyone creates. I want to say that. All your indicators in your indicator list that say overbought in the market and keep right on going. Wonderful stuff that they've created. Wonderful stuff. I want to say that right now. Let's see what else they got to offer. I see they want to pull back. They haven't made our distance yet. They're moving up here. This is the last area that they knocked those buyers out. Okay. So we got to go with this one here. They closed above that zone, but they still digging in this mess. Oh, I see. They went above this bar. Let me get this one here. It's not the reference points, the open, high, lows, and close. It's not that. It's the threshold. It's really important that you know that. It's this threshold right here. They went above that bar, but they never closed above that threshold. They just got really close to it. Yeah, they're going through this zone. We don't want to see them move down too far, so clearly they're going to have to stop this at some point. Let's see how this works. If at all, let's say if at all, let's just look at this 1 minute. If at all they plan to turn around, let's do it from right here. Let's do it from right here. That threshold right here. If they plan on going right back up there and going to get this target, let's do it from right there. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like this. I think they can get through it, but let's just see. Let's just see. I don't like what's here. I can't tell you, but I don't like that. I don't like it. Let's see. Let's see if these buyers will come back. Can this trend fail? Can this fail? Yes, it absolutely can. I don't want to tell you it cannot. Let's go ahead and let's start marking this just in case they want to fail, because I don't like this. 1, 2, 3. This will be 4. All right, so remember the rules. I have the rules again for you. It's really simple, okay? I do this every day, teach this stuff all the time, okay? I want to make sure that you understand this. I am retired. I did have the business online. I took it off YouTube channel, deleted that a long time ago. So this is nothing new for me, people. I even thought about deleting this channel. I even thought about deleting this channel because people are unappreciative, all right? But there's, of course, some of you that really need the information, and you can't get there when it comes to paying a professional to spend, hours with you to teach you. So I wanted to create something that is still professional grade information. I still wanted to do that. The time is what you'll pay a professional to do. This take time personally to sit down and walk you through this stuff. That may be out the reach of some of you, and I don't want your trading to keep suffering because you don't have it. That's not what I want for you. So. And I genuinely care. All right, genuinely care. Take a look at the information on the channel. It'll prove just that. All right, I want to make sure that I say that. A mentor gives help and advice. All right, now I want to have you know, if the advice is canceling out your help, that's not the mentor for you. So if you're on the channel and you find that the stuff that I'm telling you cannot help you, leave. It's just that simple. Find a mentor that can help you. The ironic thing about it, everything that I'm telling you, I'm trying to direct you to what the market is saying. So you got to allow the market to mentor you. I'm just trying to advise you to what it is that they're saying. Like, hey, they're saying that this is possible. You may want to listen to it. That's all. They're diving a little further into this. Did they break it? Yeah, they broke that. Let's see what's up under us. Let me move this out the way, and let's take a look at what's under that. Nothing. Let's see if these guys go turn around and go back down. I told you I don't like what's here. It's what's right here that I don't care for. I don't care for what's right here. I believe they absolutely can get through it. So let's see what they got to offer. Let's see. Can they go back up? Yeah, they can do that if they so choose. I know that they absolutely can. They can, but I don't like what's right here. I'll just say that. I don't like that's there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. Let's see what else they got to offer. I see these guys is really hitting the gas on trying to get this up. They're really, really hitting the gas. Let's see how this works. Let's see how this works. All right, so let's mark something above us. Okay, they're coming back right now. All right, so they're coming back right now. Maybe they'll blow through this and absorb it. I don't know. They shouldn't get all the way up here if they're gonna go back down. At least I don't think so. So let's see. But they can do what they want. They can do what they want. All right, they're coming right back into these buyers. We're going to see how they act. We'll see how they act. I know they pulled into this selling over here. They pulled right into it. All bars in here are not the same because they're not created equal. Nothing on the chart is created equal. There's only one relative part to all bars, and I'm trying to introduce that to you. That's that universal threshold. I want to tell you that. But how they go about creating these bars, no, they are not equal. It's participants that's behind them. And so, at different moments, it's fluid. It can change. All right. What's universal? It needs to be in place, though. No matter who's involved, it needs to be in place. And that's what I'm trying to introduce to the public. Universal concepts, things that will never change, timeless stuff that's been here long before any kind of ICT or anybody else for that matter. Even myself, been here the whole time, and you just never knew it. Let's see what they plan to do. All right. Yep. So, yeah, they ran right back into that selling there, and now they're turning it back around. Got a little bit of selling here. They kissed that, and they're falling out of it. Let's see if they're going to break this. Once they break this, folks, I appreciate all the time that you guys have spent to of course, come to the channel and view the information. And for those that actually support it, thank you guys for being so kind and showing, of course, the public that, what you think about the channel is, of course, private to you, but you made public, and it's of value to me. I know. I'm so glad that you did so because it helps somebody else see that the information is useful and they can come and be a part of it. I'm so glad that you did that. So all of you that had, of course, commented, definitely the comments, because then I'm able to say, yeah, that was that individual. And even those that like, thank you for doing that. I just don't know all of who like the videos. So thank you for at least, I know at least there's 8 of you, I want to say 7 or 8 of you that's consistent enough to like the videos. Even though I know we did drop off just a bit on 2 of them. That's why I say, okay, this time I can't do this. We dropped off a little bit too much for me. So now it's time for me to go. My time is too valuable to keep sitting up here delivering content. All right. So wish you guys all the best. I do believe they get ready to blow this low right now. And again, all of these tools, you can have them. The pressures, they all calculating something different. I don't know if I told you that, but if you're new, all 5 of these are calculating something different. That one that you, it's actually one, even though it was 4, I just put it all on the bezel, but that's one that's calculating something so different too. And that's in this 1 second, actually. This is one that's really significant about whether or not they get ready to pick up speed or turn the direction. So it's important. This one right here is really significant. The most recent one I made too. But there's five of them here calculating different. There's one in here right in the middle. It hasn't come on yet, but it deals with this rule. So it'll actually flash and tell you that it's happening. That rule right there, it'll flash and tell you that it's happening. It's located right in the center. It just hasn't happened yet. Uh, all 5 of these are calculating different. These 3 right here are calculating something different. This is both of these are 1 minute. That's a 15-second, and of course, this is a 1 second chart right here. These buyers keep trying to lift it as they fall into it. They keep trying to lift it up. It's just whether or not they'll hold it. I don't know. You got the seller sitting right here, just holding them back. They pull right into that sell area right here. I do know they should take this out. I told you I don't like what's here, and they should run right through it. Let's see if they're going to go ahead and get that done. And then I will be leaving you guys. And again, you can have all of this information, little arrows and the volume. You can have it all. You can have every indicator I got. You can have, well, no, I actually got more, but those that's in the indicator suite, because I got other files, but those that's in the indicator suite, absolutely yours, and you can have them. I do want you to have the best for yourself at little to no cost. Absolutely. I think the space, it needs something that's different. There's too much going on. There's just too much going on. I want to tip the scale back into the favor of the trader that needs the help. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. So what do? You go for what's reasonable. So if they do it again, you should go for this if they're going to do it again. So it looks like they're going to do it again. They're already going to do this distance. That's just pretty, okay, yeah, they just did the distance of this. That's reasonable. Okay, so now if you're going to go for something reasonable here, that's what you're expected to actually obtain. All right, I told you they shouldn't get way back. That'd just be bad. And they're doing it. And I told you they'll get past there. All right, so that's my time with you. Again, I thank all of you who have participated on the channel. I don't want to take the community away. So for those that, of course, have purchased the Ninja Trader indicators from me, the DTTsuite, I don't want to take you from this community because there's a lot of content here. I want you to keep viewing it, keep enjoying the information. But occasionally, if there's something that I'm going to be sharing with you, just check your email every now and then, and I will definitely send you over that private link so you can come and view the other information. All right, so I wish you all the best with your trading. Take care.